Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this session where I'll be sharing with you why you should not set goals for 2022. But that is just half the statement. Let me pull it closer here and tell you that is just half the statement. The other half of the statement is that you need to set systems to support you achieve what is important to you in the year 2025. And there are different areas that you can decide to focus on when you are talking about the year ahead. You might want to look at this, what is called the wheel of life, and see what are the areas that you can be able to focus on. Is it your spirituality, health and fitness, money, business and career, social and friends, love, family, kids, personal growth, hobbies, recreation, fun, and spirituality? This is what forms the wheel of life. And for you to be able to say or feel like you're living a more successful life, it's when all of these things are balanced. Not having one way you can see at maybe 9 or 10 and another one really low. So the wheel will not go on very well. So it's not really discouraging you from setting goals, but actually thinking about how you can be able to set up systems to achieve your goals. Because it's not just a matter of just setting the goals. It is thinking about how do you achieve the goals. So to start with, I will share with you a story. Back in 2023, yeah, we're already in 2025. To 2023, I happened to manage to climb Mount Kenya. Yeah, those are photos of me up in Mount Kenya. And how did it happen? Yeah, let me just come closer here and share with you the stories. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll be coming into your comments, to your questions, anything. Put them down there in the comments. And also let me know, where are you listening? Where are you following through this session from? And what is your expectation for this session? Let me know in the comments. Let me just say hello, just say hello, and then I'll be able to know who is there and who is following through. So 2023, I did climb and summited Mount Kenya. That it was in April. How did that come to happen? The previous year, I had already set that goal and said, I want to go up Mount Kenya. And I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I set it out there as an intention. Then it happened that I was in a group of people where we were discussing about the year, how it has been, the goals that you had set, and what you had achieved. And I happened to mention that one of my goals was to climb Mount Kenya, but I didn't know how to get around it. Then one person just said, oh, I'm actually in a group that is planning to do Mount Kenya next year in April. I said, sign me up. What do I need to do? I joined the group. We started doing preparation hikes. We did Mount Longonot, Kilimambogo. We did Elephant Hill. And it was quite an interesting experience. We finally did Mount Kenya April 2023. Actually, in record time, we went up in 2 days and came down in 1 day. It was such a great achievement for me, and I felt really good. And when I look back as to how is it that I was able to really do that, I can narrow down some of the insights to these things. Number one, I guess for you to be able to set up the system, you need to think about getting an accountability group or a buddy or an individual who is going to just help you stay committed to what you say that you want to achieve. And I am in several, I think, 2 accountability groups. The first one, it's more intimate. We are 3 of us. We check on each other every Saturday or every other Saturday, unless there's something that is happening, and would ask a question: what is your goal? What have you done this week to achieve it? Or what are you working on to get to that goal by the end of the year? And so being in this accountability group where we were just checking on each other and how the year has been is when I mentioned about wanting to do Mount Kenya. I haven't done it, and then I got a connection to help me get there. Yeah, so that is the first thing you can be able to consider. Then surround yourself with like-minded people. Thank you very much. I can see Rojo joining us in Uganda. You're very much welcome. Great to have you. If you're there, let me just say hello and let me know where you're joining us from. It's good. And if you have any question, you can also drop it. So the thing here is surrounding yourself with like-minded people. You know, it is said, I don't want to misquote it, but if you hang around 5 rich friends, I can show you the 6th rich friend. And if you hang around 5 broke friends, I can show you the 6th broke friend. So when you surround yourself with people who are like-minded, they have the same ideologies and goals almost similar to you, they will help you get there much quicker. So having like-minded people, that's a good thing to have. That's also a way of having a system. Asking for help, yeah, this is a big one. Most people, or you might find yourself really having a difficult time asking for help. And it's because we have been brought up in a society whereby when you ask for help, it looks as if you are inadequate. It looks as if you are not competent, like you don't have what it takes. But that is not the case. We don't know everything. We might know a lot of things, but we don't know everything. And when you're struggling, when you feel stuck, when you don't seem to find a way out, it is important for you to ask for help. In this case, I just asked, how can I get to anyone who knows a group or someone who has done Mount Kenya before? And by asking for help, I was able to get that opportunity to be put into this group of like-minded people who helped me do Mount Kenya. Then I would say be willing to do the work and pay the price. I guess sometimes we do set up some goals or objectives that we would want to achieve, but we never sit down to think through what is really needed for me to achieve this. Yeah, it's important for you to think about what is the cost that you need to pay. You need to pay the price. There is no free lunch. There's nothing that is out here for free. If you want to achieve something, you must pay the price in terms of time, effort, energy, resources, money, connections, as in so many things that you will need to put in to be able to achieve that goal. So hopefully that gives you some ideas on just some of the systems that you can put in place. Another story I just want to share with you is me here about this YouTube channel and how I was able to grow it. Back in 2019, I just decided that I really want to grow my YouTube channel. By then, I think I was having about 200 subscribers. I had uploaded a few videos, maybe 10, 15, not so much. But then I decided I'm going to set up my channel and I want to grow it, because I knew this is one of the platforms that I can be able to leverage and reach out more people and actually serve more people. And I'm glad that you are joining me here live here on YouTube and you're getting the value that I'm sharing because of this platform. So the thing is, I said I will try and start putting up videos as maybe, I think I was just saying 1 video per week. Then as I was doing that, I was able to create a YouTube, a group on WhatsApp for YouTubers here in Kenya. Then we started sharing some of the tips. I got to know how YouTube works. Then the pandemic hit. One of the mentors that I follow, called Darren Eves, was running a 30-day YouTube creators challenge. I didn't know about him, but one person in the WhatsApp group knew about him. So he posted and said, hey guys, This is a great YouTube mentor. He can be able to help you scale your channel. If you are interested, join the 30-day challenge. I joined it. I followed through what it said. And in that was around 2020, March. By April, May, I hit 1,000 subscribers. Initially, my intention was not to monetize YouTube. I was feeling like I can just use it to put valuable content like this. But then by August, I got monetized, and getting monetized just basically means that you start getting paid for ads being shown on your YouTube channel. And that was a great story. At some point, I got this new achievement, 100,000 hours of watch time. Yeah, you can imagine how much impact that has on somebody. It was one person to sit down and watch. It would take him, I don't know, I haven't calculated, but several years. Then on August 2025, I got monetized. I joined the YouTube Partners Program. So this is to just give you some ideas or some insights out of this story and how you can be able to really go big and set up systems that will help you achieve your goal in 2025. Number one, have a tracking system. Unless you track, unless you check how far you are in terms of achieving your goal, it's very difficult for you to know if you're achieving it or not. If you say, I want to, let's say, lose weight, if you're not tracking and say after a short period of time or after a week, after a month, taking your weight and knowing if you're adding or reducing, it's very difficult. So having a tracking system is very important. And later on in this session, I will give you a very simple tracking system that you can use to track anything and any of your goals. And if you're consistent throughout the year, you'll be surprised at how much you will be able to achieve. The other thing I would say coming from this is celebrating small wins. Along the way, I was able to get more momentum when I saw things starting to take shape in terms of YouTube growth, the views, the subscribers. And when you think about the goal that you want to really achieve, I would say break it down into small goals and celebrate the small wins along the way. It is when you hit those small wins, then as you celebrate, you get a dopamine hit. That is a feel-good chemical from your brain. You feel motivated and you want to continue. But if you're waiting for you to have that big grand win for you to really celebrate, then you are you are not playing full out, or you're just changing yourself. Try as much as possible to win or to celebrate the small wins along the way. Break down that big goal into small steps that you can be able to celebrate as you go along. Then get a coach or a mentor. This is very important. Had it not been for the mentor, Daryl Eves, that shared some insights that I really never knew or wouldn't have even thought of, because he has been there before. That is when actually my YouTube channel really took off. So think about people who can be able to mentor or coach you in whatever you want to achieve. Yeah. It said that when you have a mentor, you're able to see further when you stand on the shoulders of giants. Yeah. Than when you just stand by yourself. So use that insight and let them help you get there, and then invest in yourself. I really need to emphasize this. According to Warren Buffett, I think he's the one who said that the best investment you can ever have is to invest in yourself. Yeah, invest in yourself. And investing in yourself comes in different ways. Number one, you can invest, of course, money, whereby you buy books, buy online courses, sign up yourself for programs or membership or workshops. Yeah, you can pay the money. There's that price. You can also invest yourself in terms of dedicating a time for your own personal growth. Yeah, saying I will use this time to help myself grow, acquire some new skills, investing in putting in the time, the energy, and carving out actually even personal time so that you don't get distracted by other things during your personal growth. So you need to invest in yourself. The greatest investment you can ever have is to invest in yourself. It is said for every shilling, for every dollar you invest in yourself, you will reap over time about 30 shillings or $30. That is 3,000% return on investment. Nowhere else will you get such kind of investment or return on investment if you really invest in yourself. So let's think about how you can be able now to set smart goals or goals together with a system that enables you to achieve that. If you're getting value, let me know in the chat. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me also know where you're joining us from. It will be good to see you there. Yeah, I can be able to easily pull. Say hello in the comments. Earlier, I had seen Ruonjo Senzi from Uganda. Very much welcome. Let me just check if there are any questions here. Post your questions. Yeah, you can post any question or any comment, and I'll be glad just to respond to that. Yeah, this will be good. So let's get to the goal setting part of it, which has a system to help you achieve that. I want to assume or believe that you have probably come across this SMART goal idea, whereby the SMART goal is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. All these 5 aspects, if you consider them when you're setting the goals, then in it there's that system that can help you track your or it's more of a system that will help you achieve that or assist. And I also want to say that I want you to learn from the past. Don't think the fact that you tried last year and it didn't work out, so there's no need for you to try this year. Actually, it is said only 8% of people achieve their goals, their New Year goals at the end of the year. 92% fail. Yeah. But does that mean then you shouldn't try next year? So think about what you did last year, learn from the past, and then think of the future in terms of how do you make it better. I have been setting goals for myself since 2013 or 2014. Yeah, somewhere there. Some years I hit 101%. I achieved all my goals. Some years I fall short 90, 80%. Like this past year, if I was to quantify, I think it was one of my worst performing year, 2024, maybe at around 70 or even 50%. I haven't really taken time to tabulate or analyze. But does that make me or tell me I should stop setting goals and focusing on what I want this coming year? Probably not. I just want to learn from the past. I want to do things differently, set more smarter goals, and then think of the future as a much better place. So I hope that is important for you. And also, the other thing I would want to mention is that a goal without a plan is just a wish. And that is the unfortunate thing about a bigger population. They just set goals. I want this, I want to buy this, I want to lose weight, I want to get a new job, I want to save a certain amount of money, but they don't get to that point where they make the plan. Because if you don't make it create a plan, the system behind it, then it will remain to be a wish. And I don't want that for you. We are here today to really go through how you can be able to make a plan to make that goal come true. So you set the goal, make the plan, work on the plan, stick to it, and you reach your goal. At some point, you might need to change and readjust the plan. And that is to mean that you will not have the perfect plan from the word go. That is very important. You will not have the perfect plan from the word go. It keeps on changing day in, day out, because the environment also changes. There are certain variables that change as you start approaching your goal. I'll give you an example. This holiday, or towards the end of the year, I had a project which was working on an online personal development platform. And the timelines that I'd set, like yesterday, I thought I would be able to finish up the project, reach out to some people, call, sign people up, and actually have people start going through the course. It took me like the whole day to do something I thought would take me 1 hour. But I readjusted the plan. Not to say that the plan did not work, but if I didn't have a plan, then I wouldn't know how much time I am allocating for that specific task. So for you to be able to set a good, actionable goal, I would say there are two questions that you need to be able to answer, or two aspects that needs to be in that goal. The first question you need to answer is, what is it that you want? What do you want? What do you want to achieve? Not what is expected of you, not what the society wants from you, not what your family, your relatives, your spouse, your children. You yourself, if you are really honest to yourself, what do you want? So you might say, I want to lose weight, or I want to save some money, or I want to build a house, I want to buy a car, I want to climb Mount Kenya. That's a very good answer, a very specific answer to that question. What do you want? Then the second thing about a good actionable goal is answering the question, by when? It should have some time limit to it. So you might have something, I want to do Mount Kenya by the end of this year. Actually, one of my goals, I said I want to do Mount Kilimanjaro this year, but I am switching it a little bit. I might be able to do it by December. I wanted to do it in April during Easter, but I might do it by December. And also, because I am looking at the timeline, I'm looking at the resources that are needed, I'm looking at the prep work that needs to be done, but then I will set a date and say, by December 31st, I want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. By May 31st, I want to have built a house. Or you decide, you have already answered the question, what is it that you want? And then by when? Once you have that in place, then I want you to start thinking about what are the actions that you need to do to make that dream of yours come true. There's a difference between having the goal and the actions that need to be taken. If I want to climb Mount Kenya, that is a good goal. But what are the actions that I need to do? Number one, I need to start preparing by doing prep hikes, local hikes, trying to go high and high in altitude. I need to do some physical exercises to make sure that I am physically fit. I need to buy some gear. Yeah, there's some gears. I need to book some dates. I need to get the travel agent or the people who make these plans, connect with them, talk to them. Those are actions that I need to take. Your goal might be to buy a car. An action would be to identify which kind of car do you want, how much does it cost, where do you get the money, do you get a facility, do you apply for a loan, do you need to, what are the documents that are required? Those are actions that you can be able to take. And so separating the two is important. And I'm going to give you a simple tracking sheet. This is what I had promised earlier, and I want you to really pay attention here, because this can be a game changer. You can download this worksheet. I'll give you a link where you can be able to download this simple tracking weekly rhythm register or weekly goal achievement system. So basically, it is a table that outlines on one column, you can see there actions and behaviors. Then we have the days of the week. And towards the end, as you can see right here, we have total. So this is where we have the total, targets, and comments. So how do you go about filling in this? You just need to print out one, photocopy about 52 for the whole year. Yeah. Now on the first column, fill in, I want you to write your goals. What is your goal? Then leave some space. And for this example, I have just picked a simple example of a goal being, I want to earn an extra 10,000 each month. So that's a very definite goal. I want to earn 10,000 extra. So if I'm earning, and this specific example is maybe someone who is running a business. Yeah, they have their specific revenue and they want to increase the revenue. And you can have another goal. I want to weigh 55 kgs by March 31st. Rather than thinking about losing weight, this is just a psychology way of thinking. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, think about what do you really want? I want to be this weight, 55, rather than I want to lose 10 kgs or something. Yeah. Then below the goal, think about what are the specific actions that you are going to take. So in this case, if I want to earn extra 10K for my business, some of the actions I might do would be making sales calls. So I'll decide, by the way, I need to make sales calls. I want to engage people on social media, on our social media platform. I will need to attend a networking event. That might be a goal that you have. Those are the actions that you're going to take. The goal being, I want to lose weight. So what are the actions that I'll do? I'll go to the gym, I will run or I will walk, and I will do some home exercises. Good. From there, think about what is the target, because now we are coming to that place where we want it to be measurable. How do we ensure that this goal is measurable? So identify, like for calls, I can just start randomly and say, this week I want to make 10 calls, sales calls. So I'll get clients and call them. Social media, I want to engage at least 1,000 people. For networking event, I want to attend one event by the end of the week. Losing weight, I'll go to the gym for 1 hour. So that is how I quantify going to the gym. Running or walking, I want to go for 5 kilometers. And then do home exercise, I can quantify in terms of 2 hours. Let me do some 2 hours. So the measurement of the target will vary depending with the kind of action that you are planning to do. So as the week goes by, on Monday in the evening before you sleep, you just fill in the worksheet and say, how many people did I call today? 2. How many people did I engage on social media? 50. Did I attend any networking event? No. Gym? No, I didn't go. I walked for 0.5 kilometers. I did some home exercise, 15 minutes. And do that every day. It will take you just less than 5 minutes before you go to sleep. And at the end of the week, you have a complete sheet whereby you can now tally the total. And you can see the total number of calls I made was 11 calls throughout the week. I engaged with 720 people. I attended one event. I went to the gym for 1 hour. I walked for 1.5 kilometers. And then I did home exercises for 15 minutes. And out of this, I'll be like, okay, interesting. So I can be able to make comments based on when I compare the total and the target. I can make some comments to be able to improve. As an example, I would say, I didn't know I would make 11 calls. Actually, I went over the target. So can I target next week to maybe call 15 people? I went a little bit low in terms of social media engagement to 720. Can I do better next week? I might say, yeah, I might keep it at 1,000 or maybe just target 800. The interesting thing here, look at the gym. I targeted 1 hour. I managed to do 1 hour. But walking, I only did 1.5 kilometers. And my target at the beginning of the week was 5 kilometers. So I can make a comment and say, next week, I'll only do 2 kilometers, not because I'm giving up on myself. I've realized walking and my schedule, like, it's very tight. So walking doesn't really work well for me. Maybe just dedicating that 1 hour for the gym and trying to do walking like 2 kilometers a week And when I have a more flexible week, I can do more kilometers. That is a comment that is meant to help me improve rather than just say I failed. Are we together? Does that make sense? If it makes sense, let me know in the comment. Just give me some thumbs up. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So the other thing I'll also want to mention is that you also need to think about a not to-do list. Probably you have a to-do list that you follow through every time you are maybe you wake up in the morning and you write your to-do list. I do that personally, but I want to recommend, can you think about a not to-do list? What are the things that are appearing on your to-do list, but they are not actions that are helping you achieve the goals that you have set for yourself in the coming year? If you find that there are certain things that you keep on doing that are no longer helpful, they're not helping you get there, get rid of them or just have them in a list called not to-do list. So that next time you find yourself doing that, you stop. Yes, these are things that just distract you. I think I've shared some things easy. They look that quite easy for you to do. Can you do them? Can you just have a worksheet and fill in your progress in the course of the week? Can you do that? Yeah, I know it's easy. You can do that. But the question is, will you do that? Will you do that? And that brings me to the idea of using willpower. Research has it that willpower is actually something that really fits as you go along with the activities of the day. When you wake up, your willpower is like at full tank. But as the week goes by, you tend to lose some of this willpower. And instead of relying on willpower, which is not very reliable, maybe in the early in the morning, it's actually said you can stick to can I say diet, a healthy diet in the morning compared to in the evening when you're tired and you think about taking the not so good tasting food, for you to take the junk food very quickly in the evening because your willpower is a bit low or it's actually depleted. So instead of just relying on willpower, which you can take advantage of when you are starting off, but you can think about why power by asking yourself, why is this thing important? Why do I really want to earn an extra 10,000? Why is it that I want to be 55 kgs? Why is it that I want a new job? When you dig deep and understand why you're doing something, it is said, once you understand your why, even the difficult days become easy. So don't only rely on the willpower, think about why power. As we finish, now I want to give you a simple task, yeah? I want to give you 1 cent that doubles every day for 30 days and 1 million cash money. What would you take? If I give you 1 cent that doubles every day for 21 days or 31 days or 1 million, what would you take? I want to make your decision and then drop it in the comment. What would you take? Or if I make the deal even better, I give you 1 cent that doubles every day for 31 days or 3 million cash money right now. So drop in 1 cent, 1C or 3M in the comment. 1C or 3M. Once you've made that decision, I want us to do a bit of the math, yeah? If you take day one, you took the 1 cent and your friend decides to go for the 3 million. They want their partying like a rock star. They can invest, they can do what they want. Day 5, your money will have doubled and it will be 0.16, not even a shilling, not even 50 cents. On day 10, it will continue to double, and you will have 5 shillings and 12 cents. Day 20, you will be at 5,242.88 cents. This is nothing compared to the 3 million, yeah? But then come day 27. If the cent keep on doubling, it will be 1.3 million. Come day 30, it will be 5 million, 5.3 million. Yeah. The other person took the 3 million, and by day 31, it will have doubled to 10,737,418. This just shows you the power of compound interest. If you look at the graph, it was just flat, and then something started happening here at day 24, 25, doubling, and it took a very big curve going up. The point of this is to show you it is the small choices that you make that make the big difference. It is the small hinges that actually open the big doors. So as you approach this coming year, don't think in terms of those big grand actions that you're going to take. Yeah, at some point you might need to take those grand actions, but the real secret for you achieving your goal is by deciding to take small actions, making those small choices, deciding that I will not use the lift, I'll go up the stairs every day, day in, day out, or as long as a place I'm going 4 or 5 floors up, I'll always use the stairs. It is deciding that I will take the salad, the vegetables, rather than the cake. It is deciding or making that choice to say, I'm sorry, rather than just sticking to your guns and saying, yes, I know I'm right. That will make the big difference. And doing that consistently. As you can see from this graph, the scent was just doubling day in, day out. And between day 3 and 4, it seems like nothing really happened between day 10 and 11. But when the impact, when day 24 to 25, 25 to 26, it started doubling, and you could see the big difference. So the small choices done consistently over time make the big difference. The whole idea here is first understanding what is your philosophy, because your philosophy will inform the choices that you make. And based on the choices that you make, you take action. And those actions done consistently over time is what we call your habits. And then that defines your life. This kind of flow works both ways. If you have a bad philosophy, will lead you to making bad choices, taking bad actions, end up with the bad habits that ruin your life. But if you decide to adopt positive, good philosophies that will help you make good choices and take good actions, which done over time and makes you have good habits, you will end up with a good life. So if you want more of this, I wanted to invite you to be able to join the Conquer the Year Ahead. Make the next 12 months your best year ever. Transform your future with purpose and strategy. We have a scholarship that you can be able to get. Check the link in the description of this video. Apply to join this program, and you will see some of the tools. Actually, you will be able to download that link where you can get that tracking sheet from the course itself. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what I have been able to share with you. And to give you some homework out of this session, I know you watching this through so far, like 38 minutes into this session, this shows that you're serious about your life. You're serious about being successful. You're serious about making a difference and having a more purposeful kind of life. So here is your homework. I want you to write down one of your goals. Yeah. But probably the next 10, 15 minutes. Just write down one of your goals for 2025. Then list 3 simple actions that you can do to achieve that goal. Separate the goal from the actions. Just write 3 simple goals that you can do to achieve that, the actions that you can do to achieve the goal. Then you can write an email to yourself. This is a good resource I got somewhere. Just go to futureme.org, where you can write a letter to yourself. Just say, dear future me, this is what I want to do. Then set the date and time that you would want it to come. The email will come to you maybe 6 months. You can see from here. You can pick 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, or you can choose a specific day. And when you write yourself that email, it will come to you and you will be surprised to see, oh, at the beginning of this year, I actually said I wanted to do ABCD. This was my goal. This is the action that I decided that I'm going to take. And maybe 6 months down the line, you'll be surprised that you have achieved what you wanted. So check that website, futureme.org. Write yourself an email, write a letter to your future self. And I'm sure that would be a good exercise for you. So at this point, I'll pause for any questions. If there are no questions, we'll be able to call it a day. But if you're watching this as a replay and you still find you have some questions, still drop them in the comments. I'll be able to come back and view the questions and answer them, even if not like here live, but you'll be able to get an opportunity. I'll comment and answer your question. So let me know, do you have any questions? Post them in the comments right here and I'll be answering them. Let me check. So as you post the questions, let me play this for a minute. I want to tell you this. Anytime you hear this kind of concept that there's a secret for success, there's a secret, come in, get the secret. Yeah, it's a good idea. But the truth is there is no secret to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from your failures. This is a quote from Colin Powell. And I like this because it is a process that has been laid out. Success doesn't just come accidentally. It is always a matter of you being prepared. It is said it's better for you to be prepared and an opportunity doesn't show up rather than you having an opportunity showing up and you are not prepared for it. That is very important for you to do. It's a matter of preparation. You need to be prepared. The second thing is about hard work. I'm not here to preach to you about a get rich quick kind of a scheme. If you're here for a quick fix, you're in the wrong place, you might not get some value. Sorry, you passed your bubble. I believe in hard work. I believe in putting in the time, the effort, and the energy. And also knowing that failure is part of the process. You will fail along the way. By the way, somebody said, success means success. You will suck. Things will not work out. Up to that point where you say, yes, I have been successful. The difference between those who are successful or not is people take failure personally and they think it is permanent. Failure is not permanent. Failure is actually footsteps. Those are the milestones to success. So you need to understand that. As much as there is no secret to success, I like what Tony Robbins says. Success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. If someone has done already what you want to do, then you can be able to do it. If someone has gotten to where you want to go, you can be able to do it. Just go figure out what someone else who was successful did, modeled it, improve it, but learn from their steps. They have knowledge. So, success, there's no per se secret, and anyone who is selling you a secret, they're just lying to you, but you can be able to learn from other people. Success will leave clues, figure it out what they did, and then improve on the system. And this is what I've seen as the way to success. It starts from that point where someone feels like, I won't do it, or I can't do it. Then you realize that this is a thing that you need to get done. And so you start saying, I want to do it. You want to get to the next level. You want to get that new job. I'm glad that you're here. And if you're in these two bottom levels, probably I want us to get to that point where you don't see as if you can't do it. You can actually do it, and you want to know how to do it. My job will be to show you how to do it. This part, how do I do it? You ask yourself that. I will show you how to do it. And then it is up to you to go out there and try it out. Yeah, you need to go out and try it out. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you hanging in here. Post your questions. I'll respond to them And until next time, I'm out. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel so that you get to know when we have such videos or live streams that will be of value to you and your life. Bye bye.